Welcome back to The Explainer, everyone. I am absolutely thrilled you're joining me today because we are going to tackle something that sounds incredibly complex, but is actually the silent heartbeat of our modern world. We hear endless buzzwords, right? Industrial automation, smart factories, robotics. But how do we mere mortals actually talk to those massive, intimidating systems? Well, today, we are clearing away all that heavy jargon, cutting through the static, and completely demystifying the tech that makes it all possible. We're talking about the HMI, the vital bridge connecting humans and machines.
Here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll demystify exactly what an HMI is. Second, we'll look under the hood at its components. Third, we'll explore its real-world industrial impact. Fourth, we'll break down the core benefits. And finally, we'll introduce you to Devi automation solutions. But hey, before we get into the heavy industrial stuff, let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever scanned your own groceries at a self-checkout? Maybe tapped a screen to grab cash from an ATM, or adjusted the temperature on a smart thermostat in your hallway? If you answered yes to any of those, well, congratulations, you are actually already an HMI operator. You interact with this foundational tech every single day without even realizing it. The screen you tap is the interface, and the machine hidden behind the wall just does exactly what you command.
Let's jump straight into Section 1, Demystifying the HMI, from everyday screens to industrial control.
All right, so what is it officially? HMI stands for Human-Machine Interface. Simply put, it's the dashboard, the screen, or the physical control panel that connects a person to a machine, a system, or a device. Think of it as your ultimate communication channel. I mean, if you're standing in a massive manufacturing plant, you can't exactly just yell at a huge robotic arm to slow down. You need a centralized point of contact. The HMI is that point. It's the screen that lets an operator look at a monolithic, super complex piece of equipment and tell it exactly what to do with just a simple touch.
I really like to think of the HMI as a universal translator. You know, machines, they operate in ones and zeros, raw data, voltage levels, complex code. We humans, on the other hand, we operate in visuals, colors, temperatures, and simple commands. The HMI sits right there in the middle. It takes all of that incredibly dense machine speak and translates it into gorgeous, easy-to-read graphical dashboards, aka human speak. It turns a terrifying wall of code into a friendly green button that says go, or a flashing red light for warning. It democratizes control so that anyone with the right training can safely manage these incredibly powerful industrial systems.
Moving right along to Section 2, Looking Under the Hood, Components and Working Principles.
Okay, to really understand how it works, we need to look at the anatomy here. It starts with durable hardware, screens and monitors built to survive some seriously extreme factory conditions. Operators interact with these through input methods like tactile keypads or highly responsive touchscreens. Then, hidden behind the glass is the embedded software. That's the brain generating all the graphics and logic. And finally, you have the communication ports, acting as digital lifelines, plugging the HMI directly into the heavy machinery it controls. And all of these components create this seamless, continuous working cycle. Check this out. It starts when a human inputs a command, say tapping a button to increase a conveyor belt's speed. Boom! The HMI software instantly translates that tap into machine code. Then, the machine physically executes the command. Crucially, though, the machine immediately fires data back, allowing the HMI to display the new speed as real-time feedback. It is literally a perfect conversation happening in fractions of a second.
Just imagine running a massive power plant without one of these. You'd be staring at walls of complex analog dials, checking raw code manually, and basically operating on guesswork. But you drop an HMI into the mix, it replaces that chaos with total visual clarity. You get millimeter-precise control and beautiful data dashboards that show you the exact health of your facility in a single glance. It replaces confusion with incredibly intuitive operation, which honestly is an absolute game-changer for any business.
Which brings us to Section 3, Real-World Industrial Impact, where HMI comes to life. And this technology is incredibly versatile across totally different sectors. In manufacturing, HMIs are the absolute backbone of the factory floor. We're talking monitoring complex assembly lines and directly controlling robotics, but it goes way beyond the factory. Out in smart agriculture, farmers use field-ready HMIs to visualize climate data and run massive automated irrigation systems to perfectly optimize their crop yields. In the energy sector, operators are relying on huge HMI screens to visualize entire municipal power grids, instantly tracking faults and rerouting power before a blackout even happens. It really is everywhere.
Now, for Section 4, Core Benefits of HMI, Why Industries Rely on Visual Control.
So why do businesses invest heavily in this? The tangible value is massive. Right away, it increases operational efficiency because your operators can work faster with way fewer errors. It also actively reduces costly machine downtime. Your HMI will literally flash a warning about an overheating motor long before it actually breaks down, giving you time for preventative maintenance. Plus, it actively keeps humans safe by allowing remote control of dangerous machinery, all while centralizing real-time data so managers can make rapid, fact-based decisions.
And finally, Section 5, Devi Automation Solutions, the architects of your automation.
This is exactly where the experts come in. If you are looking to upgrade your facility, Devi Automation Solutions are the true architects of modern automation. Their expertise goes way beyond just HMIs. They engineer full industrial automation and PLC integrations alongside highly intricate SCADA systems for facility-wide monitoring. They handle VFD and motor controls, and they are out there pushing the boundaries of AI and the industrial Internet of Things. Whether it's heavy industry, smart agriculture, or even home automation and solar solutions, they are your absolute go-to powerhouse for intelligent tech integration.
Listen, if anything we've talked about today sparked an idea for your own business, or if you're suddenly realizing you are still relying on outdated dials and guesswork, you need to reach out to them. You can connect directly with their engineering team at devautomationsolutions@gmail.com to discuss upgrading your infrastructure. And of course, if you found this explainer helpful and want to keep learning how to demystify the tech that runs our world, please make sure you hit that subscribe button.
I want to leave you with one final provocative thought. We are officially in the age of AI, the industrial Internet of Things, and incredibly smart automation. The tools to translate complex machine data into actionable, human-friendly insights are readily available right now. So ask yourself, is your facility, your farm, or your business ready to evolve and embrace this clarity? Or will you be left in the dark, trying to read raw code while your competitors sprint ahead? It's a fascinating question to ponder. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you in the next explainer.